you've been frozen for a while, there's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Hey, you, come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stings. Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help. Better, thanks to you. I might have bled out on my own. Or worse, had to go begging the boss for some Adrena time. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hill. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in... Investigating an illegally grounded ship. All spacecraft must arrive and depart from authorized landing pad. Some hullhead grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a... See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them. Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Yes, nailed it that time. You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new... Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but I'm not allowed to fraternize with... Thanks for patching me up.
Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the... This...
over here before you get yourself killed. Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing via gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about. Really? How is he? Shouldn't have done that. Spacer's Choice family ain't authorized to We'll see him back to Edgewater. Just as soon as I cross these marauders off with a swift, cost-efficient... I just... you know. Well, sometimes. Management's real good at You know what? You're right. It's time we
Here we go. Out of ammo, reloading! Suppressing fire! That's a fine bounty.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder. Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction. Jettison procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Preparing to eject all boarding parties and... You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express... I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex I understand. I will require some time to I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders... Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must... Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator with high-capacity power regulator... I have taken the liberty of printing you a new This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered... Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. The navigation console is offline at this time, Captain. What can I do for you, Captain? Goodbye.
I'll be with you, friend. I'm Ernie, from the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources. Now, it seems to me, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but... altercation, you say? Guess I'd better get to cleaning up. Can't just... no can do, friend. Well, you want to amble on over to Edgewater at your early... Oh, and be sure to stop by the Edgewater Provision. Don't get paid bits to chat with strangers.
You hiding? Tear them apart!
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory. Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into... Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. That chick named Silas. Junior in humor for the town of... Definitely not the junior in humor. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the top. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your... Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means... 4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm. He just is. Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig. Yeah? You could look at it that way, but you'd be wrong. Every now and again, a veer... Hang on, I'm doing some work's been real good to me. Fresh air. Former people, yeah. Oh no. They are after the most... If those marauders swipe any more bodies out of my cemetery...
I could really go for some salt too.
Beats working at the cannery.
You mind not running around? You run into...
They start asking you for some medicine, come tell me. I'll set them straight.
If you're falling sick, I don't want you near me.
Don't worry.
Grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me. Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice... Yes, so it dawned... Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exact... There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her... Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. That reason was me. I asked too much and pushed too hard. But I am ready to... We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all pay.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so...
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
You some sort of freelancer?
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
If you could see your way to get... Go ahead. It is my job to keep two eyes on my town. I'm trying to remember 25 years. I remember looking out this window. Times change, people change, but the veil will always be here. Spacer's choice will always be here. Our work won't ever end. I take comfort in that. Go ahead. That you are not one of us may work to your advantage. Adelaide and her fault. I admit the fault was mine. I'm about as diplomatic as a bristling canid. I just hope Adelaide and her folk will see their way past my flaws and return to town. I must. The burden of leadership... Yes, we have lost good workers to... Losing Adelaide was the hardest. She was our only flavor. Spacer's Choice Saltuna is renowned across the system for its quality flavor. Ever since Adelaide left, we have been reduced to selling unflavored and spearmint.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's... Hey, ma'am, can we talk? Sorry. Got a sec? Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just... Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. Life's hard here, especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. Thanks, ma'am. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt some... That's what my dad used to... That's on account of how... I don't write... She was in another division. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not. Could be.
some sort of freelancer?
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy. Foreman Granger. Mind those... Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on... Because they're not my fees, and not my great... I could do without the sarcasm. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living. Shame, though. Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't miss. Eugene wasn't family. Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company... I'm plenty serious. In fact, I'm a little... In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene... Look around. Edgewater ain't exactly swimming. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair...
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
Wish we had some better rations.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your...
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried, I can't imagine what would be so great. Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to... Not if things are... If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice. One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill... I happen to know such a book is, as we speak. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the... It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can... Any progress? Please get it. What would you like to... They who are not satisfied with their work are satisfied with nothing. The OSI teaches that the Order of Science... You don't talk to the... We will eventually the future. Some even... Well, first there's the matter of these... Seriously, though. I've never seen you before. And there's been no paper... Also, you lack the distinctive worker gait. Pretty universal here. Except for Ms. Holcomb.
It's just... There's more to...
I'm simply bemoaning the... Yes, but there are... I must double my effort. Yes, and thank you for pointing it out.
Look, you'll catch your death of... You mean about the mission being too clean? I know, but... Vickers... Real machines have gunked up... The machine Vickers sees as one ain't... Fixing the universe is a...
Hey there, Mary. Don't see you around here too often.
Oh. The vicar is all.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier. Whoa, well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my... And what are you doing here? What? Silas knows. Sounds like he's already told you. I'm dying. I'm not long for this.
Don't say that, Mr. Abernathy.
I'd steer clear, Ms. It's plague. Has to be. I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from... There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. I need you to break in. You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the Just keep your head down when you're in there. I know that. Reed would have wrote me up.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy.
Oh, I cut my own hair. But Conrad sells real good disinfectant.
Please don't touch physical hygiene. So everyone says. I'm Conrad. You will also report to me in the... Ah, gravesite fees. As broke as pie crust, friend. I simply cannot afford it. With what? Tell Silas I can't afford to pay. Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. Frankly, not a bad idea. But your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't... What can I do? You know about Eugene? Then, you know Phyllis... Eugene's golden teeth were a... That's unthinkable. I can't ask Silas...
Are you asking...
Desperate measures. I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those... Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed... Eugene was not a suicide. I was the one who prepared Eugene's body. Eugene overdosed on adrenatime. It's a miracle of bureaucracy. We can all thank our lucky stars that young Eugene was... I included it all in my official report.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. I love the wind here.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioned. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your... The wall! I'm talking about Just my... when the swarms of I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed. Mechanical rep... I've been gathering up a war... Enlistment fee. They have sent a scout, prowling around. The scout must not be permitted to return to... Mechanical's got a weak spot in their midsection. Go on. I'm Ludwig Miller. Unofficially,
Hey, Miss Parvati. Come for a visit?
Not today. Just helping this lady.
Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss. Best to ask.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over. Oh.
Something I... You run into any... reliable work from a freelancer. And I'll buy you a drink sometime. Oh, suppose you've earned it. Abernathy was sick? With the plague? What? No. If I knew he was sick, I would have had... I needed his fees because of his name. Hey. Yeah? The colony ship? Are you talking about that? Ain't heard that one since I was but a stripling. Hope's just a room. Maybe you've been out in the sun too long. No, this is sounding like sedition. Look, I don't know what's got you troubles in... some... Yeah? Grave... Yeah. Yeah. Funny thing, the night we were supposed to commend his body to the... When I woke up, his body was gone. Let me know if...